Alright, getting this year started off right. Starting off today, 3 guys committing to Coastal North. I know I couldn't be happier. Mr. Connor dropped by. It's our alma mater. Of course, Patrick Henry, he was there. It was Alabama Southern when I was there. We've got Coastal North here now. This is a big part in really how we feel about this year as coaches. Excited about the group of young men that we have. We're starting this off by showing the success that colleges investing in our young men. This is why we do this. This is why we coach, to get guys to be successful at the next level, whether it's players, whether it's students, whether it's workers, whether it's dads, husbands, whatever the case may be. We like to see people invest in our young men. We feel that these young men are successful and will be successful at the next level because of how they prepare here at Baker High School. Couldn't be happier for these young men. We have a lot of guys that are about to sign, a lot of guys that are going to move on and be successful with everyday aspects of their life, and this is just a start for us. Proud of these young men. You know, we've had them for years now in the program, and you see the personal growth. You know, one of my favorite stories we like to tell people, starting off with Mr. Kane here, Frosty. Frosty wore on this young man forever. Remember Coach MJ just telling Kane that he just doesn't want to be good. That's how we start off. And that was a freshman year. It's a learning experience. We don't do it because we hate you. We don't do it because we're mean or we want to be rude. We do it because we know what kind of ceiling that this person can have. And it shows today signing off in college. You know, Bradley Day was one that Coach Thornton brought up at the Causey tryouts, and not knocking him, not knocking us, but he said, you know, he cut Bradley both years trying out for Causey. And now he's sitting here about to sign a college scholarship. I mean, guys, if that doesn't give you chills, it tells you everything you need to know about life and about this game and the opportunities that it can present. You know, Landon, he come in, transferred, starts off hurt. Starts off in a negative aspect as far as where he would like to be. And sophomore year, COVID year, we get shut down. He was a part of something that we felt would have been incredibly special. Now, as a program as a whole, he was one of the guys. Comes in as a junior, incredible year, comes in as a senior, college scholarship. Now, this is kind of the path that we look at as a diversified group, as a program, and we look at the overall goal for success. Now, I really can't speak any higher of these 3 young men, including all the guys that are sitting in this room and what they've accomplished, what they're going to accomplish. So, without any further ado, and me not talking anymore, we can go ahead and sign.
Make sure y'all sign on the right spot.
Bailey's the representative? Bailey, you're supposed to say something on behalf of the students. Well, Coach asked me to say something. I'm so proud of Coach Minto because when he was a young buck sophomore, when I got a chance to coach him, barely said 2 words. Now look at him up here leading people. So it's so great to see almost a generational thing going on with the coaching or playing, or maybe one day one of these guys will come back and tell a story about how he took Coach Minto's place. So as we were talking with Coach Minto and then Bailey, I wanted to tell him more things about what I know about Monroeville, Alabama. Coming from Mobile, there's a lot of little places there that are fun to go to. This place called Peterman Beach is just a hole in the wall that you'll enjoy, I hope, when you go there and have camaraderie. I can tell you things not to do that'll get you arrested there. That happened to a couple of our players. Interesting story about Patrick Henry. First experience out of the house. Go to Monroeville. It's only an hour and a half away from town, so you know your mom can bring you groceries, or you can go back and visit on the weekends. But no, I wanted to stay there the whole time. So this crazy story, if they ever tell you about this story about Mary Elizabeth Langham, So we got totally set up. Here we are, freshmen. We go hang out with these sophomores, and we're all sitting around. We just played some football. We had a cookout and all this good stuff. And they said, hey, y'all hear about these ghost stories in Monroeville? I said, ghost stories? What are you talking about? I'm from Mobile. I never heard of ghost stories. What are you talking about? Well, there's this story about this girl, Mary Elizabeth Langham. She was 15 years old, and she was going on her first prom. It was a cloudy night. And supposedly she got in a car and this drunk driver and she got killed. And this family that worked for the Langham family saw the girl running across this big open field in her prom dress. And they yell out, Mary Elizabeth, you better get back to the house. It's about to start raining. Oh, but she passed away. Hey, y'all want to go see her grave? Yeah, let's go see it. Because that's what college people do. They go see these stupid things that people bet you not to do. So sure enough, we jump in the back of this truck and we head down these back dark country roads that I'd never seen roads so dark before in my life. There wasn't a street light around from anywhere. And we go to this grave site and there it is. Our headlights flash on this tombstone. Flash by there, we park the trucks, get out of this old crazy cemetery in the middle of nowhere, jump the fence, look over. Sure enough, there's a headstone. Mary Elizabeth Langham, 15 years old, passed away. Man, this is crazy. I know I'm going to see a ghost tonight because I've never been out in this part of the country before, and a ghost is going to show up. It's going to be the first time. And about that time, there's an old tree in the corner. Hey, what's that old tombstone back there? I said, I got this. I'll go see what it is. Go back there. Fire shoots out of this tree. Fire, fire, fire. When I run, jump in the back of the truck. Let's get out of here. There's a ghost coming. I know it. Let's get out of here. We're going to die. Guys, we got to go see what it is. We go back there again. Some guy comes running out from behind the tree with a pistol, firing in the air. Bam, bam, bam. What are you doing in my graveyard? I've never been so scared. I was so angry I wanted to go kill that guy. We've been totally set up by the sophomores, and that was our initiation into junior college. It was crazy. To this day, I'll never forget Mary Elizabeth Langham, Monroeville, Alabama, Dog Woods, all that good stuff. So if they play that trick on you, just be prepared for it. That the relatives are there. Needless to say, you gotta watch out. I would say this one thing. You're about to embark after this season. So the pressure's off. You got this great season in front of you. You don't have to worry about signing with anybody else. So the pressure's off to sign. So you've signed. And now you're going to get to go to the promised land of junior college and start your great journey to possibly go from 2-year to 4-year institution. There are 3 letters that you need to remember on your journey. It is called DNF. In the wonderful world of endurance sports, that means did not finish. This is your warning that you can hear from me. Things are going to go tough for you. You are going to be challenged with a slump. The grades may not be where they need to be. You may be distracted by different people of opposite persuasion. But the whole idea here is to finish the race in which you are about to begin. Because the DNF will haunt you until the day you die if you do not complete this journey of wherever this game is supposed to take you. Now, I had this great opportunity. Last story, I'll shut up. I'm usually pretty shy. I don't like talking to people. But needless to say, I had this great opportunity to be on the field with the great legend of the 69 Mets, Cleon Jones. He was one of the 2 outfielders in the 69 Mets. Did y'all know about this guy? Never heard of Cleon Jones?
What?
Anybody else ever heard of Cleon
Yes.
Jones? All right, Cleon Jones out of Mobile. Played on that Miracle Mets team in 1969 where they went from worst to first and won this all the same. So it's a great honor to be on the field with this guy. And these old guys that played baseball had this great wisdom, which I didn't quite understand when we were doing this clinic at first, because he said the catching position was number 1, which totally confused me because I could have swore it's been number 2 my entire life. He thought it was 1. So with that out of the way, we had lunch. And I'm sitting there at this lunch table with the legend Cleon Jones, part of the Miracle Mets, that put Mobile on the stage because 2 of the 3 outfielders were from our great city of Mobile that has a great history of baseball. And he's sitting there and I said, you know, Coach Jones, probably with all these free hot dogs that these guys are eating, they're probably not going to want to go back out there and take infield, and we're probably not going to be able to run them much, so why don't we just do hitting groups? And the words out of his mouth shock me to this day. But he said, hitting? Why do we need to work on hitting? Hitting's easy. And I looked over at Coach Hattenstein, who was sitting next to me, and I said, I wish somebody would have told me that when I was playing. He goes, you don't understand. That baseball is going to tell you everything you need to know about yourself You just gotta get out of the way. Bam! There it is, the wisdom. Wish somebody would've told me that a long time ago. It's gonna tell you what you need to know about yourself. All you gotta do is get out of the way. So all you jokers that play this great sport, get out of the way yourselves, finish what you start, and always shoot for that last game to come out a winner, like these guys did in 2005 when they brought that big nasty ring to Baker High School, and after our long fought trailblazing thing to get there. And he was part of it, so he knows what it smells like. That is all. Thank you. Say no to drugs.
Always a treat. Thank you to Mr. Connick. Guys, come up and get our team picture.
You getting this? You getting this?
I'm getting it.